number 13. He's been a winner already this year. 10-lap heat race will set part of the field for the 50-lap shootout later today. We're ready to go. Hope you are too. Green flag is out. Let's go. Down the back chute they go. Levin had a good jump, but loses a little grip on the outside. That's going to put Kennedy back in charge in the double zero. Jason Gammon follows up behind him. Lewis Anderson off the pace of the 81. He lost the rear end of the car during practice in the first round. And did make it back out for the third round of practice, but wants to make sure that car's running right. Up front, Jason Gammon races his way up into the lead. Kennedy back to second, now Nate Levitt third. Drops as the fourth position, Weasley up now to fifth. Now one of these 9 drivers will have a decision to make after this race. I'll let you know about it when this one is over. But it could make a little extra money. Gammon when it comes to third, Ross and Weasley in the top 5, with Zach Emerson now testing the outside. Halfway this time by the stripe. Emerson still not able to make that outside lane work. He's challenged now by Kurt Hewins. The fourth position, turning just a couple minutes to the front. Two laps to go when they come back to the stripe this time. Crosses the line in third in the 30. 10 laps ahead for these guys. Flagman Nate Sennett checks them over up front of the flags. A scramble to get through turn 2, but everybody so far so good. Brett Osmond working the wheel on the outside. Russell right there in third spot behind him. Exmore just turned the fastest lap of the race. out early. Good side-by-side battle between these two guys up front. Osmond outside, Grantham on the low side. Russell waits right behind. Good racing up front between the two guys. It will be 2 laps to go. Next time by the stripe. Last time Osmond had it by 4 100ths. This time Grantham comes back from taking this by 1 100. Nobody's had much of a lead at all, more than a foot or two. And they're packing up tight in behind the lead pair. Here comes Chad Grantham on the right side. Fred Osmond slides it out of turn 4. That's going to give Grantham the lead all to himself. Osmond desperately trying to hang on there on the outside. The checkers are ready. Mark Grantham will take the lead. Race there in heat number 2. Mark Reynolds and Dean Rice on the front row. Dan McCabe Jr. and Brad Erskine on row 2. Jonathan Emerson in the 24. Brady Romano in the 78. Garrett Lane and Brian Caswell here for heat number 3. This will set the rest of the field for the 50-lap shootout today. Ashton Reynolds, familiar looking car. That is another one of Dave St. Clair's grandsons. Many of you might remember his dad, Jerry Reynolds, racing Stricklands and Silver Streets here about 20 years or so ago, and he's got a strong lead so far over Brad Erskine. Erskine has the second spot right now. He runs third. He's got company coming up quickly to his outside. The 24 of Jonathan Emerson. Emerson's been a 2-time winner here. And he quickly motors his way out around Dean Rice to move up to the third. Still got company. Right on his back bumper is Brian Caswell. They'll get 3 wide down into turn 3. They run out of real estate. Garrett Lane his way around that pair. Rice and Caswell come to a stop up there in turn 3, and that'll bring out our first caution in the afternoon. Faster than the lead pair on that last completed lap. Bill Pierce will take the turn back to the infield in the Norm Shoes Cars Ford Mustang pace car. Reynolds and Erskine.
Reynolds on the inside. Erskine coming up on the outside, but he's losing grip quick. Erskine in third. Tough sun for those drivers now. Emerson now sitting second. McCabe at the 40 now trying to come up alongside Erskine at 29 to take that first spot. On the backstretch, I believe that is the 78 of Romano, but he's able to drive away, but that is going to bring us to a halt with 7 laps completed.
Actually, yeah, Emerson, one of the pre-race favorites there on the outside of the number 24. now Dan McKay Jr., who sneaks in there in the naughty 40 to finish in third. Brad Erskine. All right, Maddie, we are ready. I think everyone's in place. We got all our drivers up here. You guys in the stands all ready? Okay, thank you for your patience. Gonna do a little bit of business here as we introduce our drivers. Top 18 drivers are going to redraw right here at the table. We have 18 Amsoil bottles, and at the bottom of the bottle is a number, and that's where their starting position is going to be. Okay, so as we introduce our drivers, let's go. We're starting with right at the top of the sheet. Winner of heat number 1 in the number 5 from Hollis. Welcome, Jason Gammon. Come on up, Jason. Jason, pick yourself a bottle. He likes that one right there, and it says number 10. He's starting 10th today. Head right to your car and stand there, please. Last year's winner of the Strictly Shootout draws second in the number 4 from Norway, Jordan Russel. Can he win the cowboy hat again for the 2nd year in a row? He draws position number 9. Starting third, drawing third, winner of heat number 3 and the number 14 from Liberty, Ashton Reynolds. He draws number 14. He drew his number. Drawing fourth in the 00 from Standish, Wade Kennedy. Right there, that's the one. He starts 16th. Up next, drawing next in the number 82 from Westbrook is Chaz Briggs. He will start number 2. Next to draw in the number 24 from Sabatis, Jonathan Emerson. That would be good, wouldn't it? He confidently grabs that and starts 13th. Up next to draw in the number 36 from Buxton is Nate Levitt. Nate will be starting 15th. Next up to draw in the number 05 from Wiscasset, Brett Osmond. Picks this one and he will start 6th. Up next to draw in the number 40 from Gorham, Dan McCabe Jr. There it is. He starts 17th. Next up to draw in the number 74 from Etna. Welcome Keith Drost. The one is still there, but he draws number 5. Next up to draw, 2-time winner of the Strictly Shootout from Oxford. Welcome Kyle Hewins. He wants the last red one, and he starts number 1. Hey, wait, Kyle, come here. Come here, buddy. I got an offer for you. Now, you turned down an offer in the tech garage during the driver's meeting today. Now we're jumping it up to $300. $300 in your pocket right now if you take tail end of the field. You don't even have to win. You just take the $300 and start last. You don't have to. He says he's going to do it. So thank you, Lyman. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Richard. And I'm sure all these guys are thanking you too. But the deal was, back in the tech garage, he got the 200 if he came up and won the race. This time he just gets it for going to the back. Oh, and Kurt says, he said another 100, he would have done it. All right, next to draw, and the number 29 from Solon is Brad Erskine. Brad will start fourth. Next up to draw, and the number 09 from Jefferson, Joey Peasley. Joey will start seventh. To 14th redraw, starting in the number 3 car from Hope is Bernie Dinsmore. Oh, 18 is still out there. 17's been taken. 18's still there. He says that's the one. And he will start 11th. Next up to redraw, and the number 38 from Wyndham is Garrett Lamb. Right there, he will start 8th. Drawing 16th in the number 55 from Turner. Welcome Kurt Hewins, another 2-time winner of the shootout. He will start 3rd. I got a pocket full of change if you want to start beside your brother. I didn't think he'd take it. We have 2 positions left. I know one of them's number 18. Let me guess. We'll find out. Starting drawing next in the 4E from Richmond, Caleb Emerson Maines. Going with his car color, blue, and he starts 12th. And the last guy to draw will be the number 47 from Buxton, Brian Caswell. And I believe, starting where you qualified. Make it official. Number 18 right there. Now let's welcome the rest of our competitors. Starting in the 19th position, driving car number 23 from Sabatis. Welcome Zach Emerson. Long way to go, but he's going to get her done, he said. Starting in the 20th position, driving car number 88 from Wells. Welcome Dan Bernier. Starting 21st, driving car number 64 from Nobleboro. Welcome Dean Rice. Starting 22nd, driving car number 81 from Hollis. Welcome to Dirty Lou, Lewis Anderson. Starting 23rd, driving the number 27 from Lisbon. Welcome Scott Eck. Starting 24th and driving car number 78 from Livermore, welcome Brady Romano. Starting 25th, driving car number 13 from Leamington, welcome Sean Emery. Starting 26th and driving car number 07 from Casco, welcome Mark Grantham. And starting 27th, actually 26th now, he already advanced 1 position. And the number 95 from Washington, welcome Ken Doe.
said you.
He's been close. And you might remember when he and his teammate Erskine took a restart with 2 laps to go. This was the year that Corey Morgan ended up winning the race. Nate Sennett says, gentlemen, let's go racing next time around. Time to place your bets. Put down your money. Put down your bet on who's taking home the cowboy hat and the crown and the belt buckle today. Will it be somebody from up front? Will it be somebody from way in the back? We'll find out. 50 laps. Here we go. Showdown time. Hewins cuts the jump and puts the hammer down to bring the freight train down the backstretch. Fast track to the inside. Jonathan and Emerson back in the pack. Making it 3 wide up on the high side. Reynolds falling back in the field in the 14. clearing. Caution out for the 82 of Briggs and the 55 of Kurt Hewins. Lights are off on the pace car once again, set to go racing with 12 complete. Erskine and Austin in the green. And there goes the 51. You know he's going to be up on the high side at some point. He's picked his way through half the field so far, and he's going 3 wide over to turn 3. His horse and right to the right side, outside of Ashton, Reynolds, and the 00 of Wade Kennedy. But up front, Brad Erskine is the leading shot. Jason Gammon now in the second spot. The race is for third. Garrett Lamb on the low side. Brett Osmond trying to hang on for third. Got a bump for Bernie Dinsmore. Here comes the fourth car. Is from third position back. Dinsmore on the move into the top 5. Now looking to crack the top 3. Jonathan Emerson also on the haul, the 24 car. Knocking on the door to the top 5. He's racing for 6th on the outside. Because he grenaded that thing over in turn 1. Brian Caswell, you see the trail of fluid. That could have been a lot worse than what it was. All know it's there. Mike Carlton says, let's go racing, boys. Lights off on the pace car. We are ready to get back underway. After the second caution of the race, 21 laps complete. All right, ready to get back at it. Brad Erskine and Jason Gammon. Quite clear the 20. Caution is out for the 78 of Brady Romano on the middle of the backstretch. Restarting, and look who's right behind him. Restarting in the 10th position. Kyle Hewins went from 27th to 10th. And you know he likes the outside on restarts. Go back to the last completed green flag lap. Jason Gammon had gotten by Brad Erskine, but they didn't complete that lap, so Brad Erskine takes the point. Gammon back to the outside. Dinsmore and Emerson right behind. So that lead may not belong to Emerson. Son of Nathan McCabe. He's getting naughty 40 on the side of that. Wade Kennedy's done nicely. Mark Rantham, he took the penalty, won the heat race, took the penalty for failing tech, had to start the race deep in the field back in the 26th position, 25th. He is now inside the top 10. So now we go with Jason Gammon and Jonathan Emerson here on the restart with 14 laps to go in the Strictly Shootout. Hewins up on the high side, 3 wide down into turn 3. Everybody making it through the first time around. Grantham and Reynolds on that start drops deep in the field. Here they come out again, 3 wide for him. Wow, things are getting crazy here in the shootout. Hit it early. And here he is taking this start in the 6th position. Price with a fresh right front tire on the 64. Erskine, here we go.
Hold on, folks.
Car will take the turn in. Jason Gammon and Jonathan Emerson once again. Gammon got a big jump on the start. Emerson getting kicked out of line. Here comes Kyle Hewins right down through the middle. But don't count out Emerson. Side by side, back here for third. Jason Gammon, unofficially your race winner of the Strictly Shootout. Jonathan Emerson second, Kyle Hewins third, Garrett Lamb fourth, Nate Levitt fifth. And the top three will head down to the tech garage to verify our finish.
What a finish.
And we'll see how things survive down in the tech garage. And as soon as we get our winners, we will bring them back out here to celebrate in Coastal Auto Parts Victory Lane. So again, the unofficial top five, Gammon in the 5, Emerson in the 24, Kyle Hewins in the 51, Garrett Lamb in the 38, and Nate Levitt in the 36. Your unofficial top five here for the Strictly Shootout. Again, thank you to Lee Mortensen. Thank you to our new division sponsor too, Portland Glass. It's just as much as it was out here on the track. Probably our most entertaining and unpredictable Strictly Shootout we've had of the 8 now. And another first-time winner of the race. His kids come close a couple times. By the way, on the Back in the Saddle Award, 4 of the top 5 drivers in the race today doubled their money. So the only one in the top 5 tonight that was not eligible for the Back in the Saddle was Garrett Lamb. But Jonathan Emerson, Kyle Hewins, Nate Levitt, and Zach Emerson all doubling their money tonight. And here he comes to Victory Lane. All right, they're gonna get all the goodies out here for him. Jonathan Emerson. Welcome, son. They got a whole bunch of neat stuff to give you. Is he old enough to own a pistol? But come on over here, Jonathan. We'll get you back beside your car here in a second, but I want you to try on that hat right there. Throw that bad boy on. How's that look? That look all right? All right. Championship belt buckle there, and welcome to Victory Lane. I know this is a race you wanted to win.
This is a race that me and my father and pretty much every one of the street stock drivers mark on their calendar. It doesn't matter the payout. It's just what you get with it, and this track makes it special. So.
Talk about that race. You were mired back in the middle of the field for much of it. You had to trust that that third groove was going to work for you.
I didn't want to go out there, but I kind of forced my way out there, and at that point I just had to go for it. But I restarted every single time on the outside. Me and my crew chief Keith were talking about it. We're like, it was ridiculous, but it ended up working out for us. So
it looked like you needed those longer green flag runs to get the car going, and once you get about 5 laps in it, it seemed to really get up.
Yeah, that's what helped us a lot was the long green flag runs. That's why we were able to get to where we were, but. That's all we had right there. Every ounce of that car was out on the racetrack. So.
And with the closing laps and those restarts, did that heighten the anxiety to have to get it done on the outside?
Yeah, I would have preferred the caution not to come out on lap 37 and wanted the right way. But me and Jason Gammon raced real good together, and we both had a real good time. So that was fun.
Absolutely. Who do you want to thank on this big win today?
I got to thank Portland Glass, Durham Get and Go, Daisy Valley Racing, MG Concrete Construction, Emerson Pilot Cars, Uncle Mo's Diner. My crew chief, Keith, he doesn't really need to help me, but he does every single week. So that's the reason he's going to get the pistol, and he's going to try to keep it for as long as he's alive. And I got to thank everyone in the pits. My cousin Kylie, she's always here to do the tires. My girlfriend's always here to buckle me in. Wendy bought me a tire today. My dad's always there for advice. Just everyone just helps me so much. It means the world.
Does this help erase the frustration of what happened last year?
It does, but it doesn't. I wish it was last year because someone special is missing here, but I'm sure he was watching from above.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, right there, your winner of the 2020 Amsoil Dominator Strictly Shootout is this kid right here, Jonathan Emerson. Let's Let's get a chat over here with Kyle Hewins. And Kyle, welcome back. You're no stranger to victory lane in one of these things. We just made you work a little harder to get here, didn't we?
Yeah, it was a bit harder. Frustrating at times, but I just had to be patient.
Absolutely. And again, same question for you. You couldn't have been here if that outside, that very outside, the Hewins groove worked well for you.
Yeah, on the long runs, I could run the outside, which was weird. I think everybody would just start to fall off, and this thing stayed pretty good. So on the bottoms, on the restarts, it was way better on the bottom, on short runs. And we was there at the end. We just needed a little bit more time.
Now, you doubled your money in the back in the saddle. You picked up an extra $300 for dropping to the back. Was it worth it?
Yeah, if I wasn't standing here, it wouldn't have been, but I said anything less than a trophy would have been an upset. And probably shouldn't have done it, but I knew everybody wanted it, so I went with it.
All right, who are you thanking on this runner-up finish today?
I gotta thank all my sponsors: Crazy Horse Racing, Russel and Son Towing, CLH and Son, Maine Modern Tile, Wallace Home Improvement, Cax Customs, WG Enterprise, and I gotta thank my nephew Ryan. He helped me all day, and he probably wasn't happy with the decision at the time, but I think it paid off.
All right, good job. Welcome back home here. Kyle Hewins comes home as your race runner-up today. And Garrett Lamb representing the Naughty 40 team. Welcome to Wiscasset Speedway. I'm thinking back in my file of who's raced here. This was your first time racing at this track, wasn't it?
Yep. I've only been here a handful of times just to watch some races. Today was the first laps around the track. Love the place. Super fun, super racy. If you would have came to me at the end of the second practice, probably wouldn't have think I'd be here right now, but we threw so much at this, and I just can't thank everybody behind me enough that it just made this possible for me today.
Absolutely. And you know, maybe nothing for the leaders, but you hung around the top 5 the entire race. The confidence must have been building as the show went on.
Yeah, it definitely was building all race. I mean, I felt like we needed a good 15, 20 lap run, and the car really came to life. It really tightened up after that first caution, and kind of just was driving as hard as I could right there just to stay up. But I felt like once we got a good run, we could start to pull away and at least keep up with the people in front of me.
All right, well, we know you've done some good things down at your home track at Beach Ridge. You definitely did some good things up here today. Who you want to thank?
I can't thank my dad, everybody, Jason Rickard, Dan McKay, Greg Emerson, David Boucher, Chris Robbins, Uncle Steve, Aunt Missy, the whole family. Top Gun Construction, Shamrock Farms, Night Owl Creations, the Black Flag Podcast, Andy Motorsports, Chasing the Checker, Dodo's Hot Rods, LTD Auto, Jay and Brenda Robinson, my grandmother, Mike Libby at Libby Septic, just everybody that's made this possible for me today. And my mom, too.
Yes, always thank your mom. Good boy. Right there, Garrett Lamb bringing it home in third tonight. Kyle Hewins second, and the winner of the Dominator Shootout is the 24 of Jonathan Emerson. I'll tell him right now. Hey, Garrett, by the way, I think I got it up in the booth. You were the highest finishing Beach Ridge car, so you get an extra $100 tonight. Compliments of Dickie Fowler. So thank you very much.